Okay, this is a special edition of Cliff Caps here. Our regular programming is experiencing some technical difficulties, but in the meantime, where my Mega Man crew at? Any of y'all robot masters ever heard of Protodroid DeLTA? Cause I sure have. And it's not because I have money in it or anything. But this shit looks awesome. I'm not even getting paid to say this. The dev man has read and approved my message, mostly. But like, look at this. If you ever wondered about Legends and X having a love child that wasn't infringing anyone's copyright, this is what it would look like. Jumping and shooting, and blowing shit up in this hella vibrant world in 3D action with some cool ass characters, and yeah, it looks like X7, except, you know, not, because it's like X7. It looks like a good X7, okay? Backstory time. Here's what we know so far about one Protodroid DeLTA. And the cutscenes and all aren't done yet, so bear with me for a second. I'm gonna have to improv a bit here. In the near future of 21XX, 2120. Specific this time, neat. A solar-powered society has become super integrated with AI, all hell advanced, but still a little limited, because, you know, nobody wants to do the free-thinking robots yet, because that usually ends well, right, Skynet? No, instead, we got some good old-fashioned capitalism going on here, where everyone and their mom is pushing out the next great AI that just kind of does what all the others do, and the people of the far distant country of Radia just kind of be like, meh, at all of these, because, like, whatever, a can opener's a can opener, buzzes when they threaten our safety so we can riot and shit. Enter Dr. Noor Shelton and the first, wait for it, Protodroid named DeLTA. Boom, roll credits. DeLTA's the first robot with human-like intelligence without the burden of emotions and stuff. And she's like super cool, but like so is everything else the rest of the bozos put out. So everyone's still like meh and just gets back on their Tron bikes and carries on with their day. Without much for DeLTA to prove her worth to the people, she struggles for a bit until an attack on Dr. Shelton's lab from drone gangs, not droids, drones, like the shit you use to tape your neighbor's dog barking at 3 a.m. forces Shelton to kick on DeLTA's combat maneuvers and realize, hey, wait a minute, I got me a on my hands here, and these gangs are like a problem and stuff. DeLTA, go get them! So boom, off we go on a jumping and shooting and slashing and exploring adventure, taking out gangs and running into other Protodroids that popped up along the way, specifically DeLTA's sword-bearing rival, Android. Heh. Heh. Nice. Take on the world's drone gang leaders like Yakuza Lady, Lucio's sister, Majora, and Gunvolt. No, Cloud Strife, just hopefully in a better game, because fucking FF7 stupid bullshit. Whatever, another video, another time. There's even some cool armors you can grab for a lower backer level, which I've confirmed with Adam will also be DLC later, that lets you emulate the playstyles of 3 characters we know very well, including one we've never actually gotten a chance to play without spending a ton of money on a hilariously mediocre crossover fighter. This project is run by one of the most laid-back, normal dudes, Adam Kareem, just a regular guy making the game. He's done some cool stuff along the way too, Sonic fan game, a couple Mega Man projects, and an Ape Escape inspired game called Tough Stuff. Overall, pretty good resume to start with, and he's got himself a nice cast of voice actors and a really good artist to back him up. Honestly, this whole thing looks hella cool. My own excitement over my first Kickstarter put aside, Protodroid seems to really get what made Mega Man what it turned out to be, unlike a certain other project we know quite well, and has just enough different to make it pop. The super bright and flashy aesthetic stands out from similar titles. Having a diverse cast like this isn't necessarily a must for me, but when dealing with a series like Mega Man whose lineup is fairly cookie cutter, having a blend of cultures like this is really refreshing. But at the end of the day, this is a Mega Man inspired project, meaning the gameplay and the music will be of the utmost importance. From what we've seen with the smooth platforming action and the pretty cool reveal theme, Protodroid is right on its way to being a great homage game in the same vein as something like Freedom Planet. Still waiting for that sequel, by the way, guys. This game is fully funded already, but there's still a little time to contribute to the Kickstarter for anyone interested. Adam has a good selection of content and merch for some pretty good prices and some cool but realistic stretch goals, take notes concept, that can still be reached. The numbers aren't terribly high compared to other projects either, so any contributions would really make a difference here. Expect a full cliff cap on this when it's done. Until then, anyone who's interested, make sure to follow the Kickstarter page to see Adam's updates, along with Mega Man Universe, where yours truly will be keeping tabs on the project. Cheers to you as well, Adam and Protodroid DeLTA. Hope to see this game come out as beautifully as it looks, and a big thank you for giving me the assets to make this video. Until then, this has been a cliff cap preview of Protodroid DeLTA. I'll see you guys next time. And the channel only related word before we close out. Thank you, CliffCap followers, for sticking with me here. Production on these videos is always time consuming, but I've been a little slower than usual lately from life stuff and global circumstances and lack of motivation, and a few intensive projects as the editor for my buddy Victoria's Paladins channel. Some of my prouder edits are on the screen, so check them out if you feel like it. Things seem to be slowing down finally, so production should resume soon, and I'm going to take some time to get some form of aesthetic going for this channel relatively soon as well. The next recorded CliffCap is actually related to my work with Victoria. I'm debating debating whether I'm gonna finish it or not at the moment. It's about halfway done, but I'm having a hard time getting the footage going for it, so it may or may not see the light of day. Bloodstained is sitting right behind it for a re-record. Trust me, I have a lot to say on recent developments there, so depending on where I go, we'll decide what comes next and how long it'll be. So yeah, stay posted, I will be back before you know it. Until then, just remember, Kingdom Hearts is still garbage.